Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and I'm here with RADGIEDADDY.
Hello.
And we're back in Best of Both Skyblocks, picking up right where we left off. I'm trying to make a blast furnace. He's trying to get Ulorium seeds, and go.
Yeah,
Yeah, seeds.
and it's gonna happen.
It is.
It
Some,
has to.
someday. Some magical day in the future. I'm going to run out of lava before I have everything I need. I know it. That's what I'm worried about. Alright.
This whole essence seed with stone thing is annoying.
What do you mean?
Oh, having to make the infusion stones and then
Oh, yeah.
use the stones to get the essence, and then when you get the stronger ones, it doesn't make the tier underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally have to keep swapping the stones every 2 seconds, and it's just like, yeah, that's annoying. But I think I should have managed to get what I needed.
I'm just hoping. Let's see. So that puts me at 38, 40.
Oh no.
What?
We need yellowite ore.
Yeah, just cook up 4 of the yellowite essence. Or the yellowite. We have yellowite.
We
There's,
need yellowite ore.
wait, we need the ore?
Yes.
What?
And I can't get yellowite ore without
Make it.
yellowite essence or using a laser drill.
Alright.
So
Yellowite essence. Okay. I need the essence or the laser drill. And the funny thing is, we kind of need the we kind of need the reactor to have enough power to run the laser drill
yes.
because it uses a lot of power. Okay, so maybe if we work on, what if we made some filters, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for 2 of these. So we would need the item filters out of basic ones. And then that way, out of these, we could pull the Ulorium dust and the Certus quartz and the cocoa beans and the seeds and all that stuff, the blaze powder, Certus quartz, and skystone out of these into
Mm-hmm.
chests on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, because see, the thing is that these get slowed down by these things.
Yeah.
Okay. There might be another way to do this too. Because the big thing is that this should make more than enough Ulorium
Yeah.
because of how, basically it's always running, except
Yep.
it stops seeping when it gets full. So maybe, and I'm kind of having an issue with lava right now, so maybe this might need to be our main objective. So what if, what if I pulled, oh, I'm going to have to break most of this stuff, which is going to make a mess. What if we pulled out from here, right, out from the auto sieve
Mm-hmm.
into a diamond chest? Okay, so it pulls everything out
Mm-hmm.
and it'll stack everything up, right?
Yeah.
Then we pull from that chest into the auto compressor.
That would work.
And then we actually wouldn't have to make the filters. Now, it wouldn't necessarily work great per se. It would still eventually clog. The funny part is out of apathy, we could just make more and more of these crystal chests to have it filter into.
Mm-hmm.
But that would keep it going. And really, we only need to worry, well, if we're going to do it with this one, we could might as well do it with that one. Now, how can we do this is the question. Okay, let me make a couple crystal chests real quick. Okay. I'm definitely going to need to cook up some more sand. So if I can make a couple crystal chests and We might be able to do this without actually having to move anything, which would be cool. All right, let me get this stuff, cook it in here. I can work on getting blast furnace bricks later because I'm going to have to wait for the lava to catch up anyways. The only problem is I stole all the lava, so we actually don't have any power going right now. My bad.
Just having a quick look at something else. Do we have uranium or not? Because that's another alternative to Ulorium, isn't it? Which, according to that, can be made in Minechem.
I don't think we have any yet. Let's see. Uranium. How do you spell that? U-R-I?
URANIUM.
Okay. So uranium.
See, because it's the same problem with the seeds, is you can get uranium seeds, but you have to use uranium ore.
Yeah.
But then it does say that it's from Minechem, so common sense would tell me.
Trying to find a uranium ingot. Because there is uranium.
Wait, if we decompose Ulorium ingots, we get 16 uranium, which we can then recompose into uranium ore.
Okay.
I think. So let me try that.
So let's see. Hold on. Yes. Ulorium ingots give us 16 uranium.
Yeah.
And then it takes 48 to make one ingot. So we would need...
but I still need the ore, though.
For what?
To make the seeds.
The Ulorium seeds?
Yes.
Well, I thought we had like almost a stack of Ulorium dust.
We do have the Ulorium ingots.
Yeah.
We have 52.
So if we break down, let's see, we would need 4 per... So we would need 16 Ulorium ingots to make 4 uranium ore, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we take those 4 uranium ore...
And make it into the seeds.
Yeah, and you're going to need the extreme essence.
Yes.
Which I think is the next one up, which means... Yeah, you
making more essence.
Yeah.
Yay!
And
more
you would,
essence.
and you would have to make something from that next tier to get up to the extreme infusion stone.
Yay! Just what we want.
So you'd have to make, well, it's not bad. Iron, gold, blaze, ender. Ender might not be bad if we can pull that one off. All right, so let's, you want to give that a whirl? Where are those ingots at?
Oh, the only thing we might need a lead chest. Because the uranium's probably going to be highly radioactive too.
Is the uranium... I don't know if the ore is.
The ore might not be, but the essence from breaking it down maybe.
But all we're going to do is we're going to break it down and put it from one machine to the next.
That's true.
So, Minechem. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's not showing me a recipe on how to make the uranium ore, though.
Wait.
It's either essence or the laser drill.
Uranium ore.
Yeah, we're having the same problem we're having. It's not showing me, like, let's see, uses on this. 16 gives us that. 16 gives us that. Yeah, there's no recipe for the actual ore. It's the same problem as Ulorium.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Which is... Now, like I said, I've never used Minechem to try and do that. So I
But hold on. Can we use the uranium directly in a reactor, though?
Although
Although we would be making a loss, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
from the use of the Ulorium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It breaks down to the same Ulorium ingot. So
Yeah.
it would be straight up a loss. I mean, in a pulverizer, we would get 2.
Yeah.
But considering the fact that it's taking us 4, we're still at half. And I'm not seeing any way for us to make 5, which is the only way that we would come out ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get back to making a couple crystal chests because we're about halfway through this episode. I just want to see if this will work. All right, let me do this and this. Grab all this glass. All right, let me grab some iron, some gold, some iron, and a couple of diamonds. I can make this chest up pretty quick. And I need a chest. Like I said, the thing is that, you know, and it is what you talked about before, where all the different ores, because of metallurgy, are kind of slowing down the process. So
Yeah.
we just have to figure out a way to speed up the process somewhat. All right.
Of course, we could go down the RF tools route.
Shut your mouth. I would actually have to say, stupid tree, RF tools may I said, be the mod that I dislike the most.
Yeah?
Even more than Pneumatic Craft. I dislike it so much, I don't even talk about it.
Okay, so here's one for you. If you don't like RF tools, how about Mistcraft?
It's kind of the same thing. You know what it is?
Yeah, that's what I was...
I'm not a huge fan of the like going to a brand new like weird world and having to get through so many of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so now this is pulling the stuff out of here. Might actually give it a little bit of a hand here. So this is yanking everything out of here and putting it into the glass chest. Can you make a crescent hammer real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I may not need it. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I need it. All right, so we go down like this, and then I disable this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need it. Let me come in. Yeah, I am going to need it.
Okay. Let's see, where are we? Iron and... Okay. Tin, where are you? Ah, you're that colour.
Alright, so we do that, and we get rid of this. Disable. And this
One
one's
crescent
this.
hammer.
Alright.
There we go. One crescent hammer. Oh. Okay. Let's do it that way.
Okay. So crescent hammer, I can then shut off this. Alright, so now it's solely going into here, right? Which has a much bigger inventory than obviously this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have it extract out of here. And the only things it'll even pull is stuff that can be run through this, right? So by simply doing this, because there's so much more room in here,
Yeah.
it'll do what it was doing, where this is full and then it stops. And then anytime we get enough of something, it pulls it through into here. But it'll keep it going. Like this one shouldn't stop for quite a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, it's still pulling stuff out of here. And this way, the things like, you know, the Certus quartz and the cocoa beans and stuff shouldn't slow this down too bad. To where it should keep, if it keeps going, because mind you, we don't have to record this for another week.
Yeah.
If I'm still going to come in and kind of check on that chest just to make sure it's not full. But if it's constantly running for a week, we should start getting enough Ulorium.
Hopefully.
You know, and then once we have like a big reactor up and going well,
then power shouldn't be a problem.
Then we can get into, because have you ever made a mining drill, a laser
Nope.
drill?
Nope.
They're really cool, and they're really cool in a skyblock.
Are they the ones that go into void?
Yeah, void
Yeah.
or bedrock, depending on what kind of pack you're playing.
All right.
And they basically pull ores out of their butt. They don't come from anything. They're not actually mining the ground as much as they're just shaking about. And then you can make these lenses for them, which raises the chances of getting the items that fall in that lens. And they kind of make sense. If I remember correctly, the yellow lens gets Ulorium and gold. Because they're yellow, you know. The black one gets like coal and, you know, so it kind of goes off of the color of the item.
Yeah.
To some extent. And then any of them that have like if we look at lenses. I get past all the Britannia lenses. Where are they? I think I went past them. But yeah, they all have a different function. Like, basically, one with no lenses will, in essence, just slow, and by the way, it's slow as hell. They'll just randomly pick out items at will.
Yeah.
So you might get some Ulorium. But if you put the yellow on there, I think it'll pull Ulorium and gold as a priority prior to pulling some of the other ones. You'll still get the wide variety of only. I can't even figure where they're at. That doesn't matter. But yeah, it's kind of a decent way to do it. So, but once again, we need a butt ton of power. So
well,
go ahead.
In a good way, we actually have done some quests in tier 3 now.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. Generate 100 RF per tick.
Let's see, tier 3.
Which we definitely have that.
Yeah, definitely doing that.
Generate power using 3 different methods.
We've only done one.
Yeah. Reinforced portable tank with lava.
I haven't made the reinforced one. The ones I made were the normal ones.
But I noticed there it's saying make a gold farm in the nether.
Yeah.
Can you do that if it's...
Yeah, what you would do, because the zombie pigmen will still spawn. So you'll kind of make a dark box like we have now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the zombie pig... And it really doesn't even have to be a dark box, because they'll spawn even in non-dark. You just kind of have to put it out far enough, and you kind of have to have the... Well, and if you put in a mob grinder, I think that might have a chunk loader in it. All right, create a coal coke oven and a blast furnace. I'm working on that. Jetpack.
We actually have some in tier 4 as well.
Do we really?
Yeah, because I sieved bluegrass to get essence dust and got essence seeds. And...
Okay, wait, hold on. Seed bluegrass, get essence seeds.
Got a 10-10-10 seed.
Yep. We haven't gotten into Britannia yet.
No.
Matic with Fortune 3. We don't have that yet. Capacitor seeds in the deep dark, since that's the only place you can find bedrock easily. I've never made capacitor seeds. I think they just make those capacitors.
Yeah. I forget who it was commenting on my videos and said that the capacitor seeds are really good to actually get into because it makes Ender IO so much easier
and quicker.
Yeah,
because then you can just make capacitor banks and fill up power and everything like that. But apparently, from what it's saying, it has to be done on bedrock.
Yeah,
like I think they have to be planted on bedrock. And last time we checked, we don't have any bedrock.
Nope.
So we would have to make a portal to the deep dark. And considering the fact that we can't even get to the damn nether yet, that might be a little bit,
Yeah.
So I think over the next week, we're going to really kind of focus on processing. I'll work on getting the stuff for the blast furnace and the coal coke oven. Whatever essence stuff you can work on, I would keep, chugging through that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to... Our main concern right now is getting heavier power.
Yep.
And there's a lot of different routes we can go. But to be honest with you, even with the current situation, I think
big reactors
reactor still is probably going to be the soonest we can get to. So let's just see. So yeah, we got one Ulorium in here. But like I said, this thing's just going to keep on trucking, which is good for us. So. All right, well, we are at that point, so we do have some stuff to work on in between episodes and getting things squared away like that. Obviously, getting more dirt going, getting more lava. It's just, fortunately, we're still at kind of a waiting game period right now with this pack.
Yep.
You know, we have a ridiculous amount of resources.
We just can't use them yet.
Yeah, we just can't use them yet, so... All right, guys, wait. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. If you're watching my view, make sure you go check out Radgie's channel in the description down below. And while you're there, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching his and want to do the same for me, I would not complain. Not one bit. And speaking about something else you'll never complain about, aim to game.
Yeah.
You get a server from them. Even if you have an issue, it's taking it so quickly, you don't even know what the hell hit you. You don't know.
Yep.
You don't know. You think you know.
They do a fantastic job.
Yeah, but you don't know. It's crazy how much you don't know. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, head to aim the game for all your Minecraft server needs. And until the next episode of Best of Both Skyblocks, we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.